Welcome back to Inspire AI, the podcast where we help leaders, builders, and communities become calm, capable, and intentional in an AI-accelerated world. Last episode, we explored why transformational leadership matters even more in the age of AI. We discovered that while technology is changing rapidly, leadership remains fundamentally about people, creating vision, building trust, and helping others navigate uncertainty. Today, we're taking the next step, because once you've decided to embrace AI, a new question emerges. How do humans and AI actually work together? Not in theory, but in everyday reality of meetings, decisions, projects, and leadership. Many organizations are still thinking about AI as another software application, one that just replaces Google even. I believe that's a huge mistake. The organizations pulling ahead aren't simply adopting AI tools. They're redesigning work itself. When you hear the phrase AI at work, what do you think about? Replacing repetitive tasks, writing emails, summarizing meetings, generating reports? Yeah, they're useful capabilities, but they're only the beginning. The real opportunity isn't automation. It's augmentation. So we've talked about this before. When you ask, what work can the machine do instead of me? That's automation. With augmentation, you have to ask, how can the machine help me become better at what only humans can do? Instead of replacing people, AI becomes a thinking partner, a research assistant, a brainstorming companion, maybe even a burst draft generator, and one of my favorites, a coach. This is where the leader's job is no longer deciding whether people use or should use AI. It's deciding how humans and AI complement each other. The best people don't compete with the AI. Think about how high-performing teams operate. Each person brings different strengths. Some are analytical, others are creative, right brain, left brain types. Some thrive under pressure, others excel in long-term planning. Some are very vocal in meetings and some are not. Great leaders don't expect everyone to think the same or act the same. They design teams around complementary strengths. AI should be viewed through exactly the same lens. It excels at processing enormous amounts of information quickly. It recognizes the patterns and it drafts the content. Humans excel at context and empathy and ethics and judgment, or even relationship building. So when we ask AI to do human work, we get disappointed. And when humans try to compete with the machines on speed alone, they lose. But when each contributes what it does best, that's where transformation begins. And here's the leadership shift. In the past, leadership mental models might start with, who should own this task? And now they begin with, which parts belong to the human and which parts should AI handle? Let's take this example. Imagine preparing for an important client meeting. AI can research the company and summarize the recent news. It can identify industry trends and generate potential discussion questions. But only you can read the room. Only you can recognize hesitation in someone's voice. Only you can build the trust that the relationship requires. And only you can decide when it's time to listen instead of speak. Technology will enhance your preparation, but leadership determines connection. So I'd like to take a simple framework that I've found useful. We can break the work down in 4 stages. Stage 1, gather information. Let AI handle this. Searching, summarizing, finding the patterns. Stage 2, generate options. Again, AI performs this remarkably well, and it can produce multiple ideas in seconds. Challenge your assumptions, and even explore alternatives. Now, stage 3, make decisions. That's where leadership becomes critical. AI can recommend, but people should decide. Good leaders understand that accountability cannot be delegated to an algorithm. And finally, stage 4, build relationships. Keep that deeply human. Encourage teams, resolve conflict, and coach people along while inspiring confidence and helping people grow. No technology replaces genuine human connection. Now that AI is creating more time for it, that's the opportunity. Imagine you're leading a weekly leadership meeting. Your preparation might take 3 hours or so to gather your reports, review your emails, create your slides, summarize project updates. Now leverage AI in that workflow. AI can complete much of the preparation in minutes. Do you need less leadership? No, it means that your effort just changes. Instead of assembling information, you spend more time asking better questions. What risks aren't obvious? Which assumptions should we challenge? Where should we invest? And who on the team needs encouragement? That way the meeting becomes less about reporting on things and more about thinking, elevating perspectives. Where does AI genuinely improve quality, not just speed? Which decisions require human judgment? How can AI give my team more time to be human? These are the questions every leader should ask. Faster isn't always better. Every organization should define their boundaries clearly, and teams should take more time coaching, mentoring, and having better conversations, because that's where lasting value comes from. Looking ahead, one of the biggest myths about AI is that it's fundamentally a technology story, but it's not. It's an organizational design story, maybe even a leadership story, and definitely a people story. And the best organizations won't simply deploy smarter systems. They'll create smarter collaborations between people and intelligent machines. That future doesn't happen automatically. It happens because leaders intentionally design it. AI has already become part of your organization. Now it's up to you to design workplaces where humans become more capable because of AI and not more dependent on it. In the next episode in this series, we're going to tackle one of the most important and often misunderstood topics in AI adoption, which is ethics. It's about responsibility. We're going to explore how trust is built, how governance enables innovation, and why responsible AI may become the defining leadership capability of the next decade. So until next time, stay curious, keep innovating, and keep designing workplaces where technology amplifies human potential rather than replacing it. This episode of Inspire AI Podcast is sponsored by Exponent 21. I keep hearing the same thing from business leaders lately. We're doing the work, but leads are harder to explain. Traffic is down, attribution feels fuzzy, and the old answers don't really fit anymore. What's changed is how people search. Instead of clicking links, people are asking questions, and AI is answering them. Tools like ChatGPT, Google's AI-powered results, and Perplexity are shaping which brands get mentioned, referenced, and remembered. Exponent 21 specializes in AI SEO. They help businesses understand how to show up consistently inside those AI-generated answers across questions about their industry, their services, and their brand. What stands out to me is that when people ask AI tools, who's leading in this space? Exponent 21 and its leaders are often referenced near the top. That comes from doing the work and shaping how this new search environment actually functions. To understand what this shift means for your business, visit exponent21.com.